Hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And well, today we want to go once again into Legend, but today with a small twist, because we are facing a ton of common bases right now in Legends, which I feel like everyone should know how to triple. I'm still using the Chinese Smash strategy because I just love this strategy. It's so much fun, especially like with my own technique, or like with my own way of using it, I guess. So this is the army composition. If you guys would like to copy it, feel free to do so. Let's get started with some of the super common bases. And I feel like this base, like whoever played already in Legend should know this base, right? So now I will show you guys how you can easily triple it with Smash. It doesn't depend, like it doesn't rely on you actually using the exact same army composition. But in bases like this, and by saying like base like this, I mean bases with always having the same setup, you can always do this approach. Which means if you're having like a base where on one of the sides is the Town Hall, on the other side is the Eagle, and then you have on the flanks of those two things the Inferno Towers. It does not matter if they were single, multi, whatever. If they're Inferno Towers and you have like this square, you can just use this technique and it's working every single time. The last Inferno Tower should be either into the core or at the Town Hall. Those should be like the most common things. If that's the case, do exactly what I just did, like what I'm doing right now. So first off, Warden Walk one of the Inferno Towers. If it's single, just use another rage or like two freezes. I don't care, just use them. And then using the King and Witches at the bottom side, use the jump to connect everything with the Smash on the right side next to it. And then at some point, as soon as you want to use the Warden ability, or as you're about to use the Warden ability, just use that blimp. Use the Warden ability to combine that. Just have the blimp fly and fly even further into the base. Most of the people have their tornado traps in front of the town and not behind. And now you can just set in the Royal Champ around the outside. Meanwhile, you have the Smash going through the core. Sometimes you can just use the backhand freezes if you would like to. On the enemy Queen, for example, things like that. Or on the enemy X-Bows behind the town hall, things just depending. And I mean, after that, you can just like keep wall breaking so that troops can get into the next compartment. You can do those connection wall breaks. And then you have still two freezes to swag. Like, that's how overpowering this technique or like this approach is in most of those cases. And you can see it. It's an easy overkill. It's working every single time, not only on the Gaku base, but as well in every single base with the setup, like Town Hall, Eagle, the flanking Inferno Towers. Then you have the Inferno Tower in the core at the Town Hall. Every single time you can see this setup, and you're using a Smash strategy, like for example, like Yeti Smash, the Chinese Smash variation, or like anything like that. Just go for it. You can triple, like you will triple it anyway. It's just insanely overpowering. So there was the first base, which everyone should know. But there are many more bases to come. So let's jump over. Let's take a look at the next one. You can see how many black mats over there. Oh my goodness, this guy had this top charge so baited. Yeah, but I guess outsmarted at this point because we came in from the other side. So yikes, a big yikes actually. So either way, let's get to the next base, which is this one. I mean, this one is a super popular base. I feel like it's out there forever. Like, it is such a common base. And whenever you see this, please do not go into the Town Hall. Don't do it. It's most of the time not working. Trust me, it's not working. With the double scatter shot, with like the ground explodes, everything, and the two sweepers, it is so much damage around the Town Hall. You do not want to enter in there. What we do instead, we do something different. We're going to take down the enemy King first. And then we're setting in a nice blimp. This blimp is meant to land right in behind the air defense. You do not want to let it fly any longer. Open it by hand if you have to. But you want to have like the splash damage, the death damage of this blimp. You want to have the air defense taken down with that. That's key. This air defense needs to be down. And then you can let your queen choose whichever way she wants to go. Those bases are always symmetrical, so you don't care about where she's going. And then the next thing it's important, wall break at the bottom side of the compartment, which is flanking your queen entry basically. Do not end wall break first. You want to wall break later on, because the next step is important. You want to clear out this entire compartment. So as soon as your queen is stepping in, start with your Smash at the bottom side. You want to take down the entire compartment so it's empty, because what does this do? It makes sure the wall break ignores those walls. Instead, it's going to wall break right into the Inferno Tower. That's the key thing for us. Then meanwhile you can wall break already in the town hall. And at this point already, this base is smashed because you still have the warden ability, which I just used. We have a rage just to take down the town hall. And this is looking really, really damn good. We have our queen in the core. She still has her ability left. The enemy clan cast is doing nothing because we're just overpowering the base at this point. The queen has her ability left, which is important because she is going to go into the second single Inferno Tower. Most of the times I feel like those two Inferno Towers are set to multi. This is making things even easier for you. But if it's set to single, that's exactly what I just had. Then it's no problem either because your queen is taking the entire core out. You have the royal champion kind of circling around, having the support obviously from all of the P.E.K.K.A, the king and the witches and everything, which survived the town hall compartment. But even if your king and most of the P.E.K.K.A do not survive, it's all about the cleanup because your queen and the royal champion are going to finish off this base. And this is like an insane queen charge. We finished off with our queen, we started off with our queen at the 9 o'clock side. We're going to finish there as well because she took out the entire base. Really easy and nice way on how to triple this really common base. You should never have a problem again with this one. So, nice approach. This, by the way, works as well the same with Queen Charge Hybrid, for example, if you would like to do that. Obviously, then you do not have to jump in the core, but still it works. Next thing is this base. And those box bases, I call them box bases. I don't know how to call them otherwise. Those box bases are around forever. They're already out for a couple of seasons. And they're so annoying to face. Like, come on. Like, whoever built this base, I hate you. To be honest, not anymore, because I've finally found a way on how to triple it with this strategy every single time. Because first thing you do is charge the eagle side, and they're normally, like, this is a common entry, right? So this is the common way to do it. And with that rage, even with that tornado trap, we don't care. We still can do that because with that rage together, we can take down the eagle. One important thing, do not use too many Coco Loons because those loons are now planned to take down the air defense because most likely with those open walls, our queen won't go in there. Like, our queen won't take the entry to take down the air defense. That's why we need to have something to take out the air defense. Otherwise, our heroes are really in danger. That's not what we would like to have. So now just charging in, I'm using always my warden in addition because it's just like so much nicer time-wise. And if you place your smash properly, your warden should transition over. I'm starting a little bit early, to be honest. I should wait for the enemy clan cast to come out, but at this point already started. Which, to be honest, was a little bit too early, but either way, still wall breaking in the smash and making sure that my next wall break is going to go into the enemy sweeper, which is giving my queen access to both core Inferno Towers, which is kind of great, to be honest. Now the warden is slowly like... he's kind of trying to, like, somehow looks if it's okay to join the other guys, like to join my main group of troops. But finally he's deciding, hey, I'm hopping over there. I will try my best. And he did. He did a great job with using that warden ability. And now we have the smash circling the base. Meanwhile, once again, it's always the same approach, kind of like with having the queen in that core. Really controlled. And that's the beauty of this attack if you're doing this queen charge thing. It's not working on every single base, I have to say that, but on most of those bases it's working on a beautiful level because this is so calculated, like this is so controlled, and this is what I love about this strategy, that you can just obviously, like, you could spam it as well, but at the same time you can just like do it in such a like surgical way and obviously such a controlled way that it's just such a cool strategy and so powerful as well, because most of the time your smash does not need a single spam. That's making this strategy so powerful. You can see that once again over here. The smash is going to finish off the job with the queen taking out the air defense in the end. Either way, this was once again a great approach on one of those, I guess it's box bases, but how would you guys call this base? Like, let me know. But either way, it's a triple. That's how we do it. And even with that bait, with that tornado, nice try, buddy. Didn't work. Either way, next base. And that's another Gaku base. Like, Gaku's bases are everywhere. This guy is crazy, building so many good bases for Legend League, which people are copying. That's impressive. Either way, this is the next base, which, well, it's kind of like a ring base. That's why I was throwing it in there. It's kind of common base as well, because, as I said, it's like one of the Gaku bases, which is quite popular out there. So, well, let's just see how we're doing. Using that freeze on the enemy headhunter just because I was a bit scared. My queen dying to a single headhunter, which would be kind of unfortunate, I would say. Either way, the blimp took a nice angle, like nice part of the base out. Once again, the eagle. And luring out the clan castle, that's great as well. Out of this together, it's kind of the same approach as most of the ring bases. So you take down one of the corners, And then you're just charging to either side because, like I said, those bases are most of the time like symmetrical. And then just like smash the base like every single base, right? At the same time, I would call those bases like a teaser ring base because the town hall is not really like a normal ring, but it is kind of like a teaser as well because the town hall is kind of off-centered. Either way, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like with this ring style, teaser style base, it's the same approach as most of those bases. The king, let the king walk into your smash, then use the smash at the bottom side to push your queen even further inside. Use the warden as well to kind of like help the king on the outside because the king is going to take a lot of damage with all of those ground expos. Royal Gem, in addition to that, you can use that Royal Gem really early on because there's a lot of troops out there which are just going to support him. Headhunter for the enemy king. Warden ability does not need to be used early. Most of the time, a couple of your smash troops are going to jump into the core. You can use the warden ability to protect those from the town hall beams. And now we have like most of the time, like maybe the king, maybe like a P.E.K.K.A or something on the outside with that Royal Gem, which are doing an awesome work. And then obviously the queen charging still the entire base. Like the queen is going to charge the entire base. It's super control, like I'm always saying. And this is just the beauty of this attack. I just love this attack strategy right now. This was kind of the queen pathing. And then obviously the Royal Gem pathing around the top side, like we always have. And as I said, right now, this is my favorite legend army. Still obviously learning it, still like trying to master everything, but it's just so much fun. That's why I think I will do more often videos about this. I know that a lot of people are still liking Queen Charge Hybrid. I have to say I like this better than Queen Charge Hybrid at the moment. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I think you can copy a couple of those approaches to your own army compositions if you're using a different one. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow. Until then, see ya and bye bye.